guys, welcome back to Black Connect.
Welcome back, guys. I'm your co-host Jennifer.
And Mel.
And yeah, we're just two girls talking about our trials and tribulations of our generation.
Yes.
And we're coming to you with a new episode.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I always wanted to start off by asking Mel something very weird. Well, not weird. It's more so it just came to me this week, and I was just like, oh my gosh, I have to ask Melanie this.
Yeah.
So, obviously, I experienced this in work. So I was just like, I'm sure she probably has as well.
Mm-hmm.
But have you ever experienced microaggressions in the workplace?
Yeah.
Are you promoting this?
Robertson. Yeah, that does help me with my sickness.
Oh.
But yeah, I have with my hair.
Ah, okay.
Hair.
Yeah, that was definitely one big one.
Yeah.
One. That's definitely one big one.
So I change my hair very regularly.
So I was gonna sing that song.
The song, yeah.
What do you think I was gonna sing?
Under the influence.
No, I can change my hair. I can change my clothes. The Hannah Montana song.
Oh.
Sorry. This is what happens. My brain just thinks everything at once, and then I have to say it. Sorry, my bad. Go on.
I'm glad you got that in. Adding that on top of that.
I'm pretty sure that was a part of the Hannah Montana movie. I think.
Oh, the movie, yeah. That sounds like a movie thing, yeah.
Sorry, go on.
But yeah, my hair, because I change it often. But basically, I was wearing a wig more, and then I wanted to start wearing braids again, and then everyone was like, "Oh." I forget her name on TikTok, but it's literally exactly like this girl's TikTok. She's from the UK.
Mm-hmm.
But you walked into work and everyone's like, "Oh, you got dreads?"
When have you ever gotten what?
So how does it work? How do you start it? Is that your own hair? So I've gotten that sometimes in work. But in when I was working, when I was younger, when I was in uni, those jobs were fine.
Yeah.
I walk in, I have blonde wig.
Yeah.
I have purple wig.
Yeah.
I was doing whatever. No one was really checking for me like that, except for this one time when I came in with a blonde wig. But people are complimenting me. They're like, "Oh, your hair's nice."
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes I don't know how to take the compliment. I'm like, is it a compliment? Or are you what's the word? Curious? Or you don't understand, but you just decide, let me just compliment. Or maybe is it just me? Maybe at the time I was like, is my lace alright?
Oh, man, I can tell you for a fact they're not going to tell you nothing about you. They were complimenting you when your hair is 3 weeks old. Your braids are literally falling out your scalp.
Bro, and the thing is, someone said to me, "Oh, so how'd you get your hair that curly?" Because I was wearing a water wave wig, and then I was like, "Oh, this is a wig, so it came like that." And then they were like, "I knew it."
That's weird.
And then I was like, "Huh?" They're like, "Yeah, I knew it, cause I could just see from the front."
Okay, happy fucking days.
And then they're like, "Oh, it's cause it's a net sort of thing but I just didn't know what to say. I didn't know how to
You don't say anything, Susie. Don't say anything. Keep your mouth shut and keep it going.
So yeah, that's the main thing for me. But yeah, when I was in uni, those jobs were fine. They were very acceptable. Yeah.
Yeah. I think for me, it was more so my managers just not calling me the right name. Like
Your whole name.
Yeah, my whole name. And it's funny though, I would say it's more sad because there's only me, one other black girl downstairs, and then it's me on the floor above hers. And yeah, I keep getting called her name. Like, I'm not gonna say the name obviously because just in case, I'm not gonna say any of that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I get called her name. I don't know if she gets called my name, but it's just like, come on.
Do you talk?
Not so much because like
Apartment?
her department is downstairs and I'm upstairs, and I'm like we will cross paths here and there. Like, yes, obviously we'll say hi, but not so much that you will see that we're like together all the time, you know, for you to ever call me her name, you know. So it's kind of like, at first I was like, damn, didn't think that would happen to me, but that's not to say it wouldn't happen to me, but I guess I just didn't experience something so stupid like that. And then actually, no, what am I talking about? You know what am I talking about? I've actually experienced that before once in my life. Another time in my life. It was when I was in secondary school, and you know, all them girls in my year, and there was another black girl that had come into my year. So we had, in our school, we have first, second, third, and we never had a fourth year. It was introduced like 2 years after us or something. But then we had them fifth and sixth. So these people I went to school with from first, second, third, then fifth. The new black girl came into our school. She didn't stick around too long. I don't even know what happened to her. Like, that's another story I'll tell. She ghosted me. But anyway, yeah, so her name was Josephine. I'll just say her name, like, because the other situation is a bit too fresh. And yeah, but her name was Josephine, and obviously I'm Jennifer. You guys have known me for 3 fucking years before this. So she stays for a little bit, you know. Josephine, Jennifer, we obviously know each other. She's gone now. I'm getting called Josephine. She's gone. She's not even in the school anymore, guys.
That's just racist. I'm sorry.
I think it pissed me off so much. Racist. Because 1, we didn't look alike. 2, completely different heights. Josephine was like literally 4'11", maybe. And I'm 5'7". Like, that's a big height difference. We're not the same. And 2, the motherfucking girl had a British accent. Yet I'm Josephine now. So up until I left the school, because I left the school for 6 years, I went to a new school for my leaving cert, and yeah, I was called Josephine. And then I was just like, come on.
So like, it didn't actually stop until
no. Then I think I remember, I came back in the 6th year for May's, was it graduation? It's something like everyone does, that we all go out somewhere. I can't remember what it was, but I came back from May's one, and still, oh my god, hey Josephine, hey, how's your...
I'm so sorry.
Anyway, so that happened this happens in my workplace as well. So it's kind of just like, at first I was like, wow, damn. But now, for jokes, when one of the managers calls me the girl's name, I fully answer, yeah. I'm like, what's up? So now if I'm there, maybe mucking about, probably be being lazy. Maybe it's the other girl that'll get blamed for it. Nah, I'm joking. But still, like, it's just like, guys, come on. Because the fact is, I started before her downstairs.
Yeah.
And how are you just going to completely erase my name and start calling me her?
And she's downstairs.
She's downstairs fully. The manager that is I'm talking about is on my floor. She stays on my floor. She doesn't really go downstairs unless, like, where everyone goes down to like the canteen or something. But for work wise, she's on my floor. So how are you even? How does that even happen?
Guys, why? I think that happened with me in secondary school as well, though, like, because there was only like 3 black girls in my year.
Oh,
3 or 4. So
4.
Yeah, like,
wasn't there? But there's 2 of you for a long time, wasn't it? Oh, am I mistaken?
There's 3. There's 3 for a long time, and then my friend came in 5th year.
I remember when I met her.
In 5th year.
I met her at the gate. I was like, "Oh, another black girl."
Yeah.
And then I left the school.
Yeah. That was Jennifer on her way out.
Like, bye.
So yeah, that happened a lot. Some people would like. It's like they just want to just call me like my friend's name, and it's kind of. I feel like it's just our laziness. Like, now you're actually just being lazy. Now it's been all this. That's
time. That's what I'm thinking it was. It's a microaggression. It's ignorance and it's laziness.
Yeah,
they actually don't even get, like, because your mom does it. Like, she call your sister's name, or whatever, but like, she gave birth to you, like, and she's mixing you up with your sister. Yeah. Or like in my family, my mom will go through the list before she gets to you. Like that's different, because it's your mom calling you by your sibling's name, and she gave you all them names, so it's different. Yeah. But yeah, for sure, that's just laziness. They're like, here, I'll get it right one of these days.
Not ours to know her name, to actually know her name. And the thing is, the names. We're not talking about like proper culture names here. We don't have African names.
Like Jennifer. What? How do you completely just now be like, that's Josephine now? Josephine has gone. Everybody knows she's gone. Josephine left the school, and now Jennifer's been erased. Somehow I left the school too.
Yeah, completely. No, please, guys. I actually need to know why that happens. Why does it always happen?
Beats me. I don't know what goes on in both people's heads.
I actually genuinely don't understand that, because I wouldn't do that.
Moment of silence. Like,
that's proper. Like, because it's been happening. Like, it happens. Like, it never stops.
Yeah.
Like, how are you in work now and it's happening?
Kind of. And then obviously my other coworkers will be like, what's up? What's up? To make fun of it. But in a way, it's kind of like, because we also had this big. This is so embarrassing, but we had this big fire drill, okay, and obviously you have to go through the roll. Yeah, so if you guys don't know, I'm a fire warden in my workplace.
Oh, are you? Yeah. So you do the roll?
Yeah, I have my little vest.
Oh, you have your high vis.
My high vis. So, geez, my back. And so obviously I was calling out the names. So the manager I was talking about that mixes up my name, she was like, can you say that a little bit louder? But obviously she said the wrong name. So then this is the first time, like, oh, my other coworkers
everyone's hearing it now. And
they're like, huh? And I was just like, calling out the names. And one of my coworkers that I am closer to, she's like, why don't you just tell her, say like, oh, my name is Jennifer. And I was like, I said the first two times. After that, it's none of my business. If I don't even know, it's none of my business. So yeah, that's that. Well, people need to do better. I'm sure, honestly, if I've experienced other microaggressions, but like, I just wanted to talk about that because obviously that's currently happening, and I feel like that would be like, should be put in like a separate episode of just like microaggressions and racism, which we are wanting to have something special for you guys for that, because I think that's a really big topic.
Heavy
But
topic.
I just wanted to say that because it's just like it's weighing on my mind.
Thank you for sharing, Jennifer.
Oh my god, thanks. Thank you for sharing your stuff as well.
It's okay. Anytime, sunshine. Okay, so basically I actually saw a mummy, and it was funny because it kind of looked like an MTV Cribs sort of scene, because you can hear like, you know, the song Lifestyle playing in the background and just the instrumental, and then she put little mini post boxes on, she stuck it on her kids' doors, and then she put like number 1, 2, 3 for like her 3 kids. So like her first son, which he punched a hole in his door just out of, you know, anger somewhere. So he's cool. He's like apartment number 1, and he gets a little post box, so she'll put his mail in the post box, and then also if when it's time to pay rent, and like, you know, they get that letter, she'll like put that in the post box as well. Or like I think he puts the money in the post box as well, and she'll collect it, maybe, I'm not too sure. But so she did that with 3 of her kids, and like she has 2 sons and a daughter. And when I saw it, I was like, this is actually a really good idea. And I feel like it's also showing this kind of like almost independence, that this is your room, this is your space, and kind of like putting it on a higher scale as this is your room, you pay the rent, so this is your room, therefore. And she has a little doorbell too, they have doorbells, therefore if I want to knock, if I want to come in your room, I'm gonna ring the doorbell. If you don't answer, I'm not coming in. And also the same with the letters, so she's putting the letters in the post box, so she's not just opening the letters. And I know, like, I cannot be the only one that my parents just open my letters. They don't do it anymore, but my parents, there was a stage where my parents would just, whatever letter it was, they would just open it. They just open it. And I understand, obviously, like, wasn't getting a letter for anything mad, like any, like, I don't know, doctor's results or tests or anything like that. Like, wasn't getting anything mad, was barely getting any mail anyways, but it was just, it just still felt like an invasion of privacy. 100%. Because like I'd look around and like everyone else in the family, because I'm the youngest, like everyone else was getting their letters. I'd barely get a letter, and then when I do get a letter, it's like, it's kind of ruined for me because someone else opened it. I'm talking about like younger me now. So like, I'm like, my moment is kind of ruined, like, because someone else opened my letter. So what's the point of me even having the letter in my name? You know, I'm like, it's fully in my name for a reason. So I just felt like it was a good way of like respect, you know, and especially they're paying rent. So I think fair enough. It's a really nice gesture and really nice way to kind of show that, well, you know what, like, yes, you are under my roof, but you are paying rent, you know? So here it is, like, here's your kind of the lines to cross, the boundaries and stuff. So yeah, what do you think about that, Jennifer? That little idea?
Yeah, like honestly, as someone who also grew up in a household that parents open their letters, like I actually do appreciate seeing that, because all I was told basically is just like your parents didn't respect your privacy or respect anything that was yours. Like, oh yeah, automatically because I'm under your roof now, I have the authority to open your letter. I'm like, not necessarily. Like, that's not something I will do when I'm a parent as well. Like, it's just like, at least allow your kids to feel some sort of freedom in the house that you brought them into as well. Like, like I knew every single time I got my letter, it was getting ripped open and handed to me. Yeah. And it's like, honestly, like, I'm 27 now, and sometimes this hasn't happened, but there was one time recently a letter of mine was open, and I was just like, come on.
Yeah.
Like, we have to totally eradicate that now.
Yeah.
That should have been
eradicate.
That should have been done the minute I turned fucking 20.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Or whatever you want to call a legal age, like 18, I guess. But I just thought it's mad. I think it's just mad disrespectful. Like, and like I said, your parents just tell you that, I don't respect you or your privacy. So hand me that letter, you know.
Yeah.
Like, rip it open.
Yeah. I think, it kind of ties with like some of the stuff we spoke about last week. But like, I think as well with that, like, allow them to have that step of they're getting older. Yes, they're still under my roof, but they're gonna move out. They have to learn this independence. Things like giving them their letter, like that's also something they'll need to know when they move out. Obviously, it's not like when you move out and if you've been getting your letters open all your life that you're never gonna open a letter when you finally move out. But it's like, it's just things to like make it a regular behavior, regular occurrence. Like, when they get their letter, I'm gonna give it to them. If it's their room, I'm gonna knock on the door. If it's it's just boundaries,
Yeah, boundaries. Like it's very much it's very much so boundaries and respect, because your child will feel that, and they'll be like, okay, my mom respects my privacy, so technically I don't have to hide or lie any. Oh my gosh, I don't have to hide or lie to them.
Yes,
because there's no need. But like, this is what I'm saying. Strict parents can cause secretive kids, and it happens. Like, they just feel like they need to hide, lie, and just not say anything. And then the parents will be there looking like, oh, why did you hide? Why did you not come to me about this? Why didn't you not tell me about this? It's like, you created an environment where I could not come to you.
Exactly.
And unfortunately, that's what happens now. So, you reap what you sow.
Exactly.
And I actually really like that idea, and if I was to have my kids, I'll probably do the same. The letterbox, I don't know why, I just don't like the way it was sticking out. So maybe I'll do like a little slit in, your house door. It's just
so
like,
you'll actually make a slit in the door.
Just like just shove it, like mail, split it in there or something like that. But I like the doorbell, I like the numbers. I thought that was really cute. But honestly, the whole mailbox thing, that's just me being picky. But like, I like the idea. I'll just do it a little differently, just have like a little layer. What do you call them? Little door flap. And then just like open it, like slide the mail through. Like on your actual door.
Parcels, like you just leave it at the door. That's so
ring the bell and run. Like Amazon. Let's take a quick pic and send it in the family group chat.
Yes, please.
Like, I left your parcel outside your door. Here's proof. So something like that anyways. But I'll let my kids know, because that's what I want. I just want to be in a thing where like I don't even have to go to my kids. They just come into me like, I'm like, Mom, this is what's going on. I'm like, all right, come. Come sit down. Tell me what's going on, But obviously I know for a fact, like, every kid is always going to hide something. It's just, we just do it, But like, I would like to think that like the big things that are happening in their lives, they'll come to me like, like naturally, everybody did, like, when that report card wasn't, up to par. We were all hiding that. So
is yours bad?
No. I have my moments. Listen, I had my ups and downs. I was either doing very well or sometimes I was doing very bad. Yeah. It was just, I guess there was no in between. I guess it was whether or not if I liked what was going on at that time.
Yeah, you don't rate it.
And I remember the one time I knew report cards were coming out, and obviously I don't even know how I figured it out, but I figured out the time that my postman was always dropping off letters and all that stuff. And oh my gosh, the way this happened, I had to be so quick. So I was on job. So I was already coming home. I was already thinking like, shit, I missed the postman, and because I got it for other times, but like it didn't happen often, guys. I wasn't hiding reports all the time, but it just here and there. And so I was like, shoot, I missed the report person. I'm like, damn, well, I guess that's my ass anyway. Then I got to my house, and my old house had a porch, and then it had the door. So the people, lazy as they were, they just left it on the porch and never actually put it through the mailbox or the mail slit thing. So there was literally just about to ring the doorbell to go home, because I just came home and I saw it on the ground. I was like, I saw it addressed to me, and I was like, I knew that was mine, because it always came in this stupid brown envelope. I just saw it. I just grabbed it so fast. I picked it up, and just as I was having it in my hand, my mom opened the door, and I just put it behind my back. She didn't notice.
All right.
So, because it was, I had my bag.
Yeah.
So I put it in that gap. Yeah, and that's it. And I just walked into the house, all giddy. For weeks, my mom was asking, "Isn't your report supposed to be coming out?" I was like, And well, I don't know what happened to that report card. But yeah, so shit.
That's too funny.
Yeah, honestly, I was I wouldn't say lucky now, but like, I guess it was just a time. There was no point with her seeing that her cards.
Yeah.
And well, she never did. But yeah, guys. See, other than that, I mean, I guess I wasn't really getting up to, much. Like, I never was suspended or anything. It was funny, the other day my boyfriend was asking me like, oh, how many times have you been suspended? I was like, suspended?
Guys, why do you regulate this so?
And I was like, why are you asking me that question like it's normal?
That's what I'm saying. Niggas been getting suspended like it was nothing.
And I was like, I just told him like I've never been suspended. I never did anything to be suspended, but every week my older brother was coming home with the letter. It was not detention, it was suspension. It was not detention, it was suspension. He's just lucky that I never got expelled. Gosh, and he always had that same look on his face.
Would he get suspended?
You see him, like, you'd be out the window, let's say you're just looking outside of the window or something, you just see him coming. He just defeated him, like, oh, yeah, he got suspended again. Guy was getting suspended like it was his job.
The second week.
Back on shift.
No, it's actually so your brother was funny in school. Like,
everybody knew him.
Oh,
like literally, like, and it's so funny because I was always, I was not even, there you go, like, I even lost my identity there as well. Like, I wasn't even called by my name for a long time either. It was just always my brother's name, Andrew Jr., and that was it.
So you're like his sister. Basically.
Yeah, it's Andrew's sister. And then sometimes they were like, they were trying to call me Junior as well. Yeah. But it would be like, I was like, that doesn't even make sense because because one, he's Junior because my dad is the senior. So what is you laughing for? And it's just like, you know what? People are just like, fuck this girl's name. We're not gonna even call her by her actual name anymore. Just like, it's in the name, you know.
Oh gosh, yeah. I remember there was this guy from my sister's class. Again, they were in the same year, anyways.
Wait, your brother and my brother were in the same year?
Yeah.
Sorry.
They were in the same year anyway.
I said your brother and my brother. I said your sister and my brother in the same year.
Yeah. So it was one of the guys from their year. And he lived on our road. And then he was passing it. And he was like, oh, hey, Letitia. And he was like, oh, you're not Letitia. And I was like, no. Oh, hi, anyways.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, it was so funny.
Yeah.
It was so funny. Like, I do miss those days.
School days?
Yeah. First year. I miss being in first year.
See, the thing is, my memory was lost because someone threw a basketball at my head, so I don't even know what happened that year. I just remember, you know what, because it was so embarrassing because, you know, when school finishes, so everyone's walking down that avenue and everything, and it just had to happen there. And you know, either people are running around chasing each other or people are playing ball in that little yard there. Yeah. So yeah, I'm walking with Lida. Boom. I don't even know how many
people laughing.
Yeah. And I look up and I see my brother laughing as well, walking down the avenue with his friends. I was like, rah. I said, no one rates me. That's obvious. So, there's Lida trying to pick me off the ground. And I was just like, oh well, you know what? I'm actually tired. I'm actually so tired. So anyway, I just picked my ass up and went home. I just gave out to my mom. No, I gave out about what happened to my mom, and I told her that Jane didn't even help me. She gave out to him.
That's